Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Gemini and it's for the month of October, a little bit over 2025. My dear Gemini, this is all about your work, career, everything about your money, your finances, where you're at, what's coming, what's important for you to know, what's needed, what knowledge do you need to know, what information, everything the heavens or the universe want you to know for October and a little bit over is going to be in this reading. So let's take on two important messages for all Gemini. I'll be cutting twice. Starting with the first one, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here and thank you all. And I'm in absolute gratitude for your support. Watching the videos, you are supporting me on a grand scale, especially if you're doing 1 or 2 extra per week. Just watching a little bit, and when you get bored, just let it end by itself. That is the greatest support, and I'm in absolute gratitude. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you the best of the best at every step of your way, my dear Gemini. Thank you for your feedback and for your kind wishes. Now, I will start with the first message for you, and we have beauty. Something beautiful, something wonderful is going to take place in your life where you will feel like a absolute empowered. I can't say a queen or a king because we can't use gender. So you will feel like an empress, an emperor, very, very powerful, very much. It's as though there's going to be a sense of freedom, a sense of happiness, as though you're getting somewhere or you're going somewhere where you are empowered, where you are the governing power. You are so much going to be empowered and feeling a sense of freedom like you haven't felt all your life. You are going to be loving where you're heading. You're heading somewhere incredible. Let's have a look. The second message for all Gemini. Wow, the truth is going to elevate you and ultimately take you to a very beautiful place. It's going to bring on a lot of change, a change that you are sort of like not thinking that it's important, but it's very important. And it is going to be part of your transition to a better place. You have to be honest with yourself and you have to be truth to your existence, because I feel like you might not be honest with yourself as to maybe what you deserve. I feel like the heavens or the universe know better what you deserve, and they're making all the changes that are relevant to uplift you to a better position in life. So that is that one. Now what I'm going to do is ask not a question, something that you've been wondering about and constantly thinking about, you want to have an answer to, or even some guidance. Let's see what the majority of Gemini need to really know from the heavens or the universe. What is an answer for them? It says, listen to your intuition. So this is the message. You've got to listen to your gut feeling, not only to what your head says, what your mind says, what your intellect says, but also to your heart. When your mind is saying, this is good, this is it, I've made up my mind, this is the best way to go, and there's something inside questioning that decision, always listen to it and be in a position. The best way to be is to have them both unite in a decision, your mind and your heart. So without any feelings or, gut feelings that don't feel good. So listen to your intuition is very important. Now I'm going to take on 2 messages from another deck, cutting twice again to see 2 important messages for all Gemini, October onwards. And it looks to me like you are going to be grieving the loss of something. It's incredible. Because I did Taurus just before, and Taurus had exactly the same card and it came the first thing. So those Gemini who have Taurus in them, if your Cuspy or your moon is a Taurus, your ascendant is Taurus, have a look at the Taurus reading, because you might find bits and pieces of yourself in it. There is grieving because exactly the same card and in the same position came. Grieving the loss of someone or a situation. Grieving the loss, that means you're leaving a situation. Or someone is leaving. So it is going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy. That is going to be probably the hardest truth that you have to face. A chapter sort of your life might be coming to an end. Okay. So it might be connected to someone of water energy like a Pisces, because I just saw the Page of Cups, but we'll see further. The next message for all Gemini, it says a little bit of patience, my dear Gemini, especially those of you who have got Sagittarius or you're dealing with Sagittarius, or you might have, your ascendant as Sagittarius. It says pay attention, because you don't know where you're at. Now you think you're stable, but you're not. Stability is yet to come. So there's going to be a lot of changes coming from the heavens and the universe. And these changes are so vital for your growth. So they are going to do a lot of changes to uplift you and take you from where you are and put you in a better place. And that's going to happen very soon. I'd say within 15 weeks of, and I'll tell you this in a minute, 15 weeks within, from today up to 15 weeks, we'll put it that way. I feel like it's going to happen. The fives are both here, 5 weeks. So it looks to me like you might be settled by October, mid-October, or mid to end of October. What I see is there is a conflicting situation. There is a situation you're not happy about. You are going to rest from it. You've been putting up with something and just closing your eyes to it or sweeping it under the carpet. It's very conflicting. It's very annoying. It is coming to an end. That's what's coming to an end. That's what you don't see coming to an end. So if it's work-related, home-related, whatever situation it may be, it is time for it to end. And that's what you're grieving when it happens. But later, you will see how happy and how powerful you will be. Now we're going to take 2 messages again, cutting twice. The first one. Oh my God. Yeah, there it is again. You see the 5 of Cups. Again, grieving the loss of. Emotionally sad because you're leaving someone behind or someone is leaving and you are very, very sad. Like I said, it's going to be sad, but then it's going to get better because this is a vital change. You need to rest from conflict and live in a more stable situation. The next message for all Gemini. The 5 of Pentacles, leaving someone in the cold. This also shows a very challenging situation. For some of you might be having financial or material changes, problems, and money-wise, or waiting for money because you're not feeling comfortable. But you will, because we have the Magician, you are going to be empowered very soon. Power's coming to you. Money is going to come too. I know it, and I'll show you how when we do the reading. Now, I'm going to take 3 messages from this deck, and I'll be cutting only once for all Gemini. October, money, work, career. And we have, wow, the 4 of Wands. This is your wishes and dreams being completed. This is getting everything you've always wanted, like a great job, a great home, being empowered, and in gratitude, hurraying to the heavens, shouting to the heavens from absolute gratitude. This is absolute incredible happiness coming. So whatever the heavens or the universe are doing, taking you away, no matter how sad it may be, taking you away from something, they're going to put you somewhere really wonderful. A new beginning that's going to be exciting, a new beginning that's going to give you expansion. It's going to bring out the artist in you. It's going to bring out the you that's been submerged for so long, maybe at the mercy of other people, rules and regulations. Now it's going to be you, your own place, your own office, your own domain, you empowered. Whatever it's happening, it's going to be expanding and it's going to bring you a lot of harvest and a lot of abundance of happiness in many areas. This is not just money, it's everything else with it. You're leaving, and that's what this is all about. All this is about leaving. Yes, you are leaving a very complicated situation. You're not leaving a wonderful place. You're leaving a place where you've been uncomfortable. The truth has been really hard. You've been sucking it up and putting up maybe because of someone that you really cared about, but ultimately you were not happy, and that's why there was so much conflict and so much unhappiness. That's why we've got the beauty here, where you are going to be alive again, being yourself again, living at your own pleasure, doing whatever makes you feel comfortable, working in an atmosphere where you feel empowered. That's what's happening. And that's why all the change is happening. The truth hasn't been, you see the swords here, we got the swords. The truth hasn't been you probably knew the truth, but you were putting up, but now it's over. You're leaving a sad area and moving towards the light, towards a happy, much more happy place. So that's wonderful. You're expanding, you're relocating, and one of your oldest wishes is going to be granted to you. Something you wanted the oldest, like for the longest time, it's going to be granted. There's rewards and expansion coming your way. That's beautiful. All right. So now that we established all that, I'm going to take 3 messages more about your wealth and your money. Let's see how they're doing. 3 times cutting, starting with the first one. Wow. Money is flowing well. You're working hard. Hard work is doing well. You're working hard. But you know what? You're putting plans into action. If you have been you've put plans away and you've said, no, I'm not going to do this. There's going to be a new concept where you will be putting your plans into action, because soon you are going to have security. Just like Temperance, where you're feeling unstable, you will finally have the real security. You might be even needing time off work to be able to move. Some of you are moving, relocating. Six of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, leaving. And I feel like some of you are also in the process of building a new career, working in team. That's another factor. But you are moving and taking time out to be able to move. Maybe to a new office or a new home. Wow, out of control. Things are going to be so out of control. You're climbing the ladder, upward trend. This is magnificent. You're climbing up. I told you, you are climbing the ladder up, to the upward trend, to the highest level. You're transcending and reaching levels beyond what you've expected, beyond where you are today. This is why you are going to feel very happy. This is why I said you'll be astonished with what's happening or what's coming. Now, something else is happening here. Some of you might be revisiting a situation that you might have put aside, or revisiting a job that you might have wanted to do. There's promotions, there's connections, and there is power. Wow, I love that for you. Now, one more for all Gemini. Final one with this deck. And we've got the skull. And the skull is all about rough patches. You might be that's why they said material issues. They might be in the position where that you're lacking funds, you want to borrow money, you're low on cash. All this is going to change. But that's where you're at now. And that is, maybe some of you have left work because you're reinventing yourself, reinventing your career, thinking of doing something new, studying to get somewhere. Because I feel like there are careers that are considered in healing, in health matters, being a healer, working in healthcare, working in hospice, dealing with people that are ill. There's a lot of change coming. So I feel like all that is part of your destiny to take you to a place where you're going to be very stable. I'm going to take one message from this deck, two messages. I've divided into two. This is sticking out. Okay, love. Love is going to be controlling a section of your life. Love is coming in your life if you haven't got it. That's number one. And you are going to love the next episode of your life, like the next chapter. What's coming, you are going to be loving it. That's very similar to this card here, the wood nymph. I need one more from this deck. Okay, the whale. Now, the whale is about great news. Also, it's about something wonderful happening, but it's also about great worry over nothing. Great, according to the tea leaf, great worry over nothing. The whale is about abundance. Something incredible is going to take place for you. I'll put it over here. Now I'm going to clarify the cards. Let's have a look. Now, we're going to start with why you're leaving. The Six of Swords, or where you're going. So that whatever the heavens want to tell us. Wow. You're leaving because you were in a place that you were having anxiety always. Sleepless nights, worry, constantly battling some sort of painful truth, feeling guilt, feeling unhappiness. All of that is going to come to an end. You are destined to overcome all these obstacles and have a win. This is a victory for you. You're taking off. You're moving ahead. You're leaving. And some of you are taking a trip. Some of you are relocating. But I feel the relocation is number one here. More than anything, a relocation is 100%. So that's that one. And there's victory for you. And it's happening around September because I saw the Hermit. Now, let's have a look. So I'm doing this reading in September. September, you'll be hearing about it, knowing about it. In October, you'll be there because I was told 5 weeks from now, which is going to be October. Yes, I'm in September now. All right. The next one we're doing, the next one is this happiness that's coming to you, all your wishes and dreams, the Four of Wands. And it says it's a rebirth, a new beginning where you'll be compensated, where there's going to be new lease of life, the one that I said that you are going to love. Good news is coming all of a sudden and taking you to this level of happiness. Great news on its way, and you are going to be so happy when you hear this news. It's coming, and it's coming quickly. And there is going to be a new way of life. Prepare to move to a place that's going to be spectacular. The sun will be shining. Your life is changing and becoming beautiful, abundant, success, radiance, but radiance more than anything. So much empowerment. You're not doing it alone. There is someone with you, and you are going to be working well together. It looks like a magnificent life awaits you. You're not even aware of it now. You don't even know that it's happening. You might be consumed with, oh, do I have to go? Or there may be issues with money. Let's have a look at the 5 of Cups for all Gemini. And it says you're resting from a big battle. This big battle was continuous, a painful truth that you had to continuously battle on a daily basis. And it was concerning someone that might have been Aries. Might have Aries in them. Someone a bit very set in their ways, very, very set in their ways, and very controlling and very difficult. But there is going to be an offer where you are taken away from this, and this is going to be a goodbye. It was a fire energy, and it was Aries. The Emperor is Aries. Okay, that's why you're leaving. You were not happy. Let's have a look at this new beginning, the Ace of Wands. And it says this new beginning is going to be very much supported by someone who's got fire energy. This is usually Sagittarius card, and then Sagittarius here with Temperance. I feel like some of you, my dear Geminis, that are watching this, or maybe a big majority of you might be either have got Sagittarius in you, or else there may be someone that is strong Sagittarius or even Leo that's going to be very powerful and support you on a grand scale. Money is coming. There is a fire energy. I keep seeing the fire energy. You've been working hard. Money owing to you is coming. And also there's going to be a big amount of money given to you where you need to pay attention and focus on doing everything right so there won't be any misunderstandings, or you might have calculated something wrong, or you might have missed something. Paying attention to detail is very important. So that's that one. Now, let's have a look at the 5 of Pentacles. This can be leaving a situation behind, and also material issues. Let's see what the problem is. There are problems in September. You are going to leave in September. This marks September, and it shows for those Geminis that are dealing with someone, or you have got Virgo within you, but September, this is about September and leaving. 6 weeks from now, we are going to be in the middle of September into early October, and there's the leaving again. So you are leaving a situation where you're not happy. You are leaving it behind and moving away from it. And that's what this is. Now, you might be feeling guilty because you might feel like you're leaving someone in the cold, but you're not. You're just doing what is right, because the truth is you should have left some time ago. What's coming is a lot of happiness, a life filled with glory and happiness. And that's what the Nymphwood is also all about. What is Temperance trying to say to every Gemini? They're saying be patient. Oh my God, Temperance, you see, so that you know the synchronicities of the heavens are here, of the universe, of God. The Temperance is about stability coming in your life. Be patient. You're going to get there. There's going to be a proposal or a proposition that you can't say no to. It's going to be so lucrative, so inviting that you can't say no to it. It's going to come out of the blue. Great news is coming with it, because we had the Knight also of Swords. So news is coming, proposal is coming, and you are going to then have your stability. You're not stable now, but you will have stability. There is something hidden from you happening very, very soon. You have no idea about it. Maybe your higher self is trying to tell you. Maybe you don't even know you're going, but you are going to be empowered. Like I showed you the Magician before with the other deck. This Magician again shows itself. It shows that you are going to be so empowered and nothing can stop you. That is magnificent. Now, I'll put these away and take on 2 more messages from this deck to see what else do you need to know. I'm going to cut twice. So the first one, wow, the boat. Now, the boat or the sail, the slate, is also about getting what you want, what you've always wanted. Remember, you had one of your wishes coming true, my dear Gemini. So now you're going to see what's going on. I'll just put my glasses and read these 2 messages because they're very much going to tell you where you're going. It says everything is in the flow. Everything is going to be smooth sailing, even though, excuse me, one moment, my dear Gemini. Dry throat. Sorry about that. Everything's going to be smooth sailing, even though you may not be seeing what I'm saying. You might not be seeing it now, but there's going to be everything smooth sailing. And then it says a desert passage. Trust there is a divine plan. So no matter what happens and how sad you may be leaving a situation, trust that there is a divine plan already planned for you. The heavens are going to take you to a place where you are going to be empowered. You are going to have your oldest wish granted and you are going to be happy. I'm going to take 3 messages to give you clues about subjects and timing. Let's see what you need to know. We're going to take 3, counting 3 times. The first one. It says domestic harmony. You will have peace. You will live in peace. And that's what this is about. I feel like whether it's in your job, in your home, it's either home or job. You're not happy. There's no peace. And that's why you're leaving. That's why we have the 6 leaving, 6 of swords going twice. Because there's no harmony. You might be dealing with someone controlling or someone difficult. But you will leave and there's going to be domestic harmony in your life. Peace is coming, success is coming, and you're going to be loving it. Timing, October. In October, 4 to 6 weeks from now. The next one. We have spirituality. There is spiritual intervention. There are destinies intervening and they want to set you free. They're going to make all the necessary changes to set you free from where you are, because where you're at, you're not comfortable. You're not in peace. You've got sleepless nights, worry, uncomfort, and it's been like that for some time and you've been just sucking it up. But now the heavens are intervening because you have to live a life of happiness, a life of peace, a life of glory, a life where you are in control, you are in power. And spirituality is about growth, spiritual growth and spiritual intervention. The heavens and everybody's intervening in your life to remove you from where you are. Timing, 7 weeks from now. 7 to 15 weeks from now. Let's put it that way. 7 to 14 weeks from now. Okay, let's take on the next message for all Gemini. And it says there's going to be a major change. A grand change within 5 weeks. A grand change in your life. And that's all over the place. You are going to rest from something so horrific. You are going to have your peace and you are going to be loving that peace. Now I'm going to take the final message to see if there's anything else you need to know from the Chinese cookies. And we've got love. Remember we had 1 card that was love. We had 2 cards and out of 1 was love. So this is love again. Love is going to be there with you. You're not doing this alone. It says love is in the air. Great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. You might be moving in with someone you love. You might be moving into the office with someone you love, or meeting your person in an office or work scenario. It doesn't have to be office, in a work scenario. Or you could be moving in with someone you love. It's all happening for you in every way. Money, love, abundance, happiness, ranking up, rising beyond where you are today. So much is happening here. You're resting. You're having an amazing outcome. And wishes and dreams all coming true. Like, this is magnificent. This is truly magnificent. Spiraling out of control and climbing the upward trend, rising above where you are. You are going to be in a great position. That's all I can say. An absolute great position. So that's that one. Really. And of course you'll be, shouting to the heavens from everything. But the most important factor is that you're resting from a horrific situation. A very awful situation is coming to an end and you're resting. And don't forget, the heavens do have a plan for you. And the plan is to uplift you and bring you to a level of utmost peace, harmony, happiness, and you being in absolute control. So this could be even a leadership position offered to you. That is also a possibility. Okay, and we'll leave it there. That is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. My dear Gemini, do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think, if it resonates with you. It's going to be smooth sailing, even though you might not see it. This overwhelming conflict is going to come to an end. You're leaving this and you're moving towards something wonderful. You don't even know the magnitude of how incredible is what's coming. What's coming is going to spiral things out of control and take you to a level of abundance, of comfort, money, and happiness, control and power over your life. So listen to your intuition, because your intuition constantly wants to tell you that you're going to get one of your oldest dreams come true. Prepare for that. This is your dreams coming true, but something you wanted for the longest time, it's got to be granted soon. And that's why it's giving you the peace. A peace from the battle, especially with someone like who has strong Aries in them, someone controlling and maybe set in their ways, perhaps. But I feel like you are finally going to be the end of a big battle. It's over. A big battle comes to an end. And that's why the change is taking place. Now I will say, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do give me a thumbs up. Please continue your support. And I wish you abundance of blessings, love, light, peace, and harmony. Namaste.